Hello, as many of you know, I will be retiring at the end of February, so this will be my last Chief's message. Over the last more than 5 years, I've relied in part on these videos to convey various updates and other information to you, in addition to station visits, roll calls, and other various events. Today's message is going to deviate a bit from my typical topics and updates, as I want to take advantage of this last opportunity to convey to you a couple of personal thoughts, more broadly as I reflect on my time with you. It's been an honor and privilege to have served alongside so many partners and friends these many years during some of the most trying as well as rewarding times of my life. It's often said by those retiring, and I will agree, I won't necessarily miss the job, but I'll certainly miss the people that make up the finest law enforcement agency in the world. I know without a doubt, to my very core, that this department is comprised of sworn and civilian personnel like yourself, who have dedicated their lives to public service, with families that love and support them. To be a member of this department, whether as a police officer or civilian professional, is like nothing else. And I've had the distinguished honor and privilege to wear this uniform for more than 42 years. Over the last 4 decades, I've seen many challenges, disappointments, and success. Technology, equipment, and certainly the demands of this profession have changed. However, I'll also say that despite all these changes, our core purpose, mission, and values have remained. Without question, these last few years we've had to endure some of the most difficult and tumultuous times, ranging from a deadly pandemic, civil unrest, a historic reduction in our staffing, and withering criticism of the profession we've all dedicated our lives to. Through it all, you've impressed, humbled, and encouraged my heart, as you have shown tremendous grace and true grit. Nowhere else in America has law enforcement risen to this challenge with the level of determination to do your very best as you have. And nowhere else in American law enforcement have they shined and showed the world what a small group of people are capable of accomplishing when they put their hearts and minds to the task. I'm exceedingly proud of your work, sacrifice, and dedication. Over the last years of my career, I've had the privilege to tell your story and remind our communities that your purpose, compassion, and partnerships are deserving of their support and encouragement. More recently, and on an increasing basis, as those communities we serve have recognized the critical truth that cops count and police matter, we've seen the support needed to begin the critical task to rebuild, update, and improve this department's staffing, equipment, and technology. As we continue this recovery, through your hard work, the city ended 2023 with a historic reduction in homicides and the lowest number of shooting victims in 4 years. The hard work and dedication of our homicide detectives and support of our forensic services, Metropolitan Division, and fugitive resources yielded a citywide clearance rate of nearly 8 of 10 homicides, when the national average is just over half. We have seen a dramatic reduction in follow-home robberies and organized retail theft when many others thought it could not be done. And your work with our communities has 7 out of 10 residents expressing their satisfaction with the department, with nearly 8 of 10 residents expressing they feel officers treat the community with respect. And most impressive is that other than their neighbors, our communities trust their local police officers above anyone else. So as I prepare to exit into retirement, I want to express again how proud I am of what you've accomplished, despite the critics and every possible obstacle. Let me be clear, any success we've achieved is directly attributed to you. Thank you for the opportunity to lead the finest law enforcement agency in the world. I'll now turn to the next chapter of my life as I shift my focus from my position as Chief of Police to the 2 most important people in my life, my wife Cindy and my daughter Haley. Over the years, they've given much in their unwavering love and support of me and my dedication to this profession. In the coming months, I look forward to moving closer to my daughter in Tennessee and a return to our Sunday night dinners together. My wish for you in this department is nothing but the best. With the announcement of my decision to retire, the Board of Police Commissioners were charged with selecting an interim Chief of Police. Over the course of the last few weeks, they've considered a number of individuals from within the department as well as others, ultimately appointing Assistant Chief Dominic Choi to serve as the interim Chief of Police upon my retirement at the end of February. I applaud their selection, as I know Dominic to be an accomplished leader with extensive knowledge of department operations and extraordinary people skills and team building capabilities. In the coming weeks as you go about your work, I hope you have an opportunity to congratulate Chief Choi and ask that you support him as he assumes the duties of interim police chief. The Board of Police Commissioners will now begin the task of identifying the qualities and attributes for the next Chief of Police, who will have the opportunity to lead this organization in the world events, including the World Cup, LA 28 Summer Olympics, and Paralympics. I ask each of you to support those appointed and work together to continue to show the world why the Los Angeles Police Department is the finest law enforcement agency in the world. Over the next remaining weeks of my tenure, it is my hope that our paths cross, whether in the day-to-day operations of the department or a number of events being held. I look forward to saying thank you in person and relaying my pride in the work you do each day for the people of Los Angeles. May God bless each of you and keep you safe. Watch out for each other. Take care of each other. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God.